watching You Matters Happy Hour.
And that's with myself, Scott Jones, and Andy League.
How is he? It's that way, and I can't do that. See, I need to swap over. There you go.
I've smashed it. I've got it right.
You have. I need to swap over. Look, I need to swap over. That's not fair. That's not fair.
See, I just remember you have to go the opposite direction.
Yeah, I know that. I've got my dogs fidgeting around, making noises. She's twerking. Look at her. Look at her.
Love a twerk. There we go. Oh, now scratching the old bum.
Yeah, she'll do a dance in a minute, maybe, if we're lucky. Bonnie can dance.
Yeah, star of the show.
No. She's got the vets tomorrow to get them squeezed.
Oh, sounds painful.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it. Somebody said to me, why don't you do it yourself? And like, apparently it's minging when you do it. So I don't want to do it on myself anyway. It'd be wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, well, good evening, Lou. Welcome to the show. Don't forget, anyone that's joining us, we do love to hear from everybody. So if you're watching, you can see there's more than one person watching and only one person commented. So get yourself in and comment and say, even if you just say hello, good evening, or Scott looks great, anything you want to say like that, just pop it in the comments. So first, I need to make a bit of an sort of an apology in a sense, because obviously women flock to this show every Monday night for one reason only.
I do.
And that's to see me stripping. Down to my t-shirts and my famous t-shirts with loads of different types of t-shirts, different sayings, different looks. It's a big thing, right? It gets more viewers than Anton Deck on a Saturday night takeaway.
It does. Unfortunately,
I've been working away all week, and I forgot to pack t-shirts.
Well, I think let's be honest with it, Scott. From being on your quiz on Friday night, which obviously Nick did very well, by the way, for stepping in there. Your room had a very red glow to it, to be honest, and I did feel that maybe you'd taken the burlesque thing a little bit too far. Last week you mentioned that maybe you could get a burlesque job, you could do something like that, and I'm wondering, have you actually gone over to the Dam? Have you actually auditioned over there in some window, and is it just because you've had to just throw something on quickly to cover the window outfit? And that's what I'm just getting that vibe from you at the moment. Again, that ready glow you've got in that room. There's a lot more to this than meets the eye, I feel. I
mean, you've absolutely smashed it. I didn't want to announce anything just yet, but I have taken that one step closer to the career change.
Moulin Rouge.
I mean, below here, I've just got a skirt on, but I don't want to show you that just yet.
No, that looks like a definite throw-on type of outfit. Oh, sugar, I'm on the telly. I better put something on quickly because I hope you put your clothes on the window as well, because that'd be beneficial. Pull the shutter down. You don't want the 50p machine bringing the shutter back up while you should be dancing. You need to make sure that's locked. Make sure that shutter's down, padlock on, so the money doesn't bring the thing back up again, because you don't want that.
I mean, you seem to know a lot about this, Andy.
It's rumours,
you're very knowledgeable in the
rumours.
In the art.
Very rumours. Who we got on? Lee Whitehouse. Good evening, Scott. Looks hot. As I just said, Lee. As I just said. Liam. Good evening, Liam. Good evening, Carl. I'm safe, mate. I'm safe. And I think Scott is down over there in the Dam doing his thing.
Yes.
Hope you're well.
Good. Thanks for joining us, Carl.
Yeah, hope you're well. It's a male show tonight, whereas all the ladies have only got Lou Smith on tonight. It's a male orientation. Oh, there we go. Good evening, Face. He's on. Scott's looking very Shaolin. Is that Towlin or Shaolin? Good evening, Christopher. And good evening, Linda. Linda Woods is in town. Good to see you too, Linda, as always.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. Let's give a shout out to Chris Minter as well. We're running the Kidderminster Gardens page. It's a great page and gets new people joining every single day. It's just growing and growing, and people showing off their gardens, giving away tips, giving away plants. It's if you're not yet a member of Kidderminster Gardens, get in there, have a join. It's you'll have a better garden for it. Let's say that.
I need to grow insight. I like to see what he did there, Scott. See what he did there. See what he did there.
I'm that good. I don't even have to try, mate. The fun's just come out.
We've gone from darts to plants, two in a bed, isn't it? Two in a bed.
I'm just blossoming, mate.
You are blossoming. You are blossoming. Good evening, Tess Louise. I have to give Tess as a standard wave. I have to give Tess. Well, I don't have to, but I've decided I'm going to. There we go. Just a standard wave for Tess there. We can't see emojis very well. I can't see emojis very well on this comments box. I don't know whether Scott can. Tess, I'll give you a standard emoji wave.
Tess has put a little emoji wave on it. Lou Smith said I should have been a man with a little laughing emoji.
I can see that one. Yeah, I can't see Tess's though. Yeah.
Okay, Tess's is that.
It is that. Yeah, I knew it would be. I didn't even have to know. I knew it would be standard, isn't it? Yeah.
Here, another message from Susie. Thanks for joining us. I mean, I would attempt that, but I got the good evening, lovely bit. I can get that.
Is that goat? Is that Welsh?
Quitchy, cozy in your jumper.
It's Welsh, that isn't it? It's got to be some Welsh vibe in it going on.
Critchy. Is that crit? Because you do Welsh, isn't it? Critchy.
Clan fair, prilly, got cozy, isn't it?
I didn't realise you spoke fluent Welsh.
I do fluent. I'm left and right. Left and right. Scott Millington's asking how much you owe him for the plant-based plug.
Or Chris Millington.
Oh, Chris Millington. Yeah, I've got Scott on the brain tonight, Scott. It must be those videos you sent me from your dancing rehearsals.
Yeah. Let's leave them on your phone. Yeah, let's not.
Yeah, I've transferred them to my MacBook so they're on a bigger screen. Chris is branched out his jokes. Look at it. It's all going on here.
Hey, brilliant. And Lou and Susie are having their usual conversation to themselves.
They are. What's Linda saying? You forgot to get it. I didn't forget, Linda. To be honest, I couldn't be asked. Truth be known, you know, Scott's the main man here. You know, Scott's the guy with all the. I'd use my phone like I did last week, but my phone batteries run out, so that's in the bedroom on charge for when I go for a walk. Because I need it in case I get like attacked. So I need my phone. So that's on charge. I haven't got a light today. Just got the one in the house.
At least you're honest about it, mate. You know.
Yeah. I will get one. To be fair, I want one for my YouTube videos. Andy Leake on YouTube, motivational coaching, if you want it. So I will get one. But at the minute, there you go. That's better. Look, I've got the natural light out the window. There you go. How's that?
There. That shows your full beauty now, mate.
Because I have to sit at a funny angle. But there you go. Look, happy days. There you go. Thank you, Linda.
But yeah, Susie says that is Welsh from this Welsh gal, pronounced Gooch Hug.
Why don't they spell it like that then? What's all that about? Do you know what I mean? The Welsh, right? This is what gets me about the Welsh, Scott. This is starting me now, Scott. Right? They want to be their own nationality. They want to go off and they want to be on their own. That's fine. Don't problem at all. But they want to invent some words, and then they want to use ours for others. So, for example, cinema. They change the C to an S and call it Welsh. But then with slow, they go a complete change and call it Araf. Ambulance instead of ambulance. You know, that they just go, oh, that one looks a bit complex. We'll just change one letter in that and call it Gaelic Welsh. And it ain't. It's ours. Either have your language or don't have your language. I am bothered. That's all I've got to say on that matter. I'm done.
I didn't realise how much of a sore subject that was for you.
It's a bug. It's not a sore subject because I love the Welsh, to be fair, but it's a bugbear. Why not just have your own language? You just nicking words that you think you can translate quickly like that. It's pronounced Kuch Hug. Kush. I've pronounced Kuch. So just spell it C-U-H. You don't need all those consonants, please, Carol. You don't need all that, do you? Just C-U-H. Kuch. Not Kuch. You don't need it. Don't need it, Scott. Oh, Scott.
I mean, I feel like there's a lot of that was like a volcano that's been like boiling up for a couple of years. That's about
35 years there since I first went to Wales, I think.
Do you feel better for that?
No, he's brought it all back, Scott. He's brought it all back. I'm going to Wales for a weekend away in about 50 days' time. And I'm going to be driving through the mountains going, oh, look at that. Look, like there's another word they couldn't be bothered to choose. Yeah. The letter.
You're going to have the worst time ever.
I am.
Every time we go past the road, you can be like, I'm really happy now. Oh, look at the road sign. That's got a wrong word on it. Oh. Does it annoy you that they use the Welsh and English on the road signs, though?
No, that's fine. I get that because, you know, to be honest, I'm a bit of a patriot in the nicest way, and I think countries should stick to their own. And if they want people to visit, then we'd have to learn their language. You know, they should do it all in Welsh. If that's the area, they should do it in Welsh. That's my belief. But have all of it, not just some of it. You know, ambulance, cinema. You know, it's just, oh man, there's loads more. There's loads more.
Do you think someone just got bored while writing it and just thought, oh, I can't be bothered to make any more words?
Yeah, exactly. I can't be bothered anymore. That's what they're saying. Can't be bothered.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, what's Rachel saying? Evening, both. Just wonder why Andrew was ignoring my messages and then remembered he was on here. I'm a superstar. Tess Louise, count down to 10. I will count to 10 and breathe.
Yeah.
I've done a video about that today, actually, which will be uploaded tomorrow.
That's 2 plugs now, about 10 minutes. You've done.
Well, mate, I've got a living to make. I am so skint, it's ridiculous. I have got to make a living. I've got to get some back from all this hard work I've put in over lockdown. It's time to start earning from it. Calm down, Andrew. Why? Face? Why? Susie Griffiths. She knew it wound me up. I've seen Susie today. She stopped me in the street. I did press my alarm, but the police didn't turn up, which was a bit unfortunate. The battery must be dead.
So Rachel says, no, he isn't. I'm not listening to him harping on for the whole time.
Yeah, on the trip to Wales, that'll be so. Yeah.
I'm afraid, right? Well, RWS, shall I say, that you're going to have to. I mean, you've seen the anger that was coming from that. He's not going to keep quiet. It's going to be a week from hell. Sorry, I'd like to say you're going to have a nice time, but you're not. You're going to have a horrid time.
And the problem is because we go so remote and we've got no phone, no internet, no nothing for a few days, she's going to have all of the anger because like I've got nowhere to post it.
What's that? In the words of Oasis, mate, don't look back in anger.
I won't look back in anger. No, I won't. No, don't look back in anger.
Well, one thing I want to mention.
Supersonic came out 27 years ago to yesterday, by the way.
Okay, well, I was going to talk about something that came out probably similar time around there. So something that came out in 1996, right? We all know it. We've all done it. The Macarena.
1996.
Yeah, in the summer of '96, Macarena, right? We've all done that.
Yeah.
I was at school discos doing that.
Nice.
But have you ever listened to the words?
Only Hey Macarena, that's the only bit I know.
Okay. So, like, I mean, the words are kind of like, they're a bit weird when you pick them up. And then if you start piecing it together, you realise that they're actually, the woman has got a boyfriend, but she then has a threesome with his 2 best friends while he's away.
Is that what the song's about?
Yeah.
Where's the lyrics? We got the lyrics up, Scott, or what?
I've got some facts here, mate. Yeah. So like basically, it starts off with the first verse is, when I dance, they call me Macarena, and the boys say, "Que estoy buena," I think something like that.
Hold on, Tess Louise, just stop. Sorry, Scott. Tess Louise says she was in Blackwell's Mirage and Nights doing that. Now, which bit of your sentence I don't know that she was doing, whether it was the dancing or the lyric bit, I'm not sure. Anyway, crack on, Scott. Sorry.
So the next bit is, though, they all want me, they can't have me, move with me, jam with me, and if you're good, I'll take you home with me.
Fine.
Right, then it starts getting a little bit raunchier as it moves on. And she even admits it by saying, now, don't you worry about my boyfriend, the boy whose name is Vittorino. Ha, I don't want him, can't stand him. He was no good, so I... And then it sort of goes like, ah! And then something like that anyway. And it says, now, come on, what was I supposed to do? He was out of town, and his 2 friends were so fine. So that's a bit where she's saying she went with his 2 friends.
Well, is that what she's saying, or is that what you're interpreting it to for your own gratification, as you are in the Dam at a burlesque show?
No, this is the intention. So not only does the character in the song cheat on her boyfriend, but she does it with his 2 best friends. And worst part, we've all been celebrating it by dancing.
We've all been celebrating her infidelity through the Macarena.
I feel cheated. I feel like I've been tricked into false pretenses, and in doing so, there's a poor bloke somewhere whose wife has just absolutely cheated on him with his two best friends, and we're all like, that's brilliant, cheers, mate. Way.
And the world is dancing at him, not even with him, at him. The world is dancing at him.
So, not
even with him.
I felt a little bit upset, mate, with that. To be fair, I feel like I've been horrible to this bloke I've never met. I feel like I was tricked into it.
Yeah.
So, where are we at? I'm a bit behind.
We need to find more songs that have meanings we didn't realise they had.
I'm sure we can get onto that. But Face says he's never danced the Macarena. I can't believe that, Face. Everyone's danced the Macarena, surely.
Song meanings we didn't know. I'm putting that down as an idea.
There we go.
We can have some fun with that.
Chris Millington says, probably best I didn't know about that at the time. I can't get my head around it now. Susie says, Andy, I'm excited. Have you found a holiday lady friend? You are about to break hearts all over. P.S. I enjoyed our chat. Sorry it wasn't reciprocated.
It was reciprocated. I enjoyed it too, Susie. It's good to let off a bit of steam, and it was I think, very well. I appreciated your comments, and I think we had a good chat, actually. Good chat.
I saw you were saying beforehand. You said that you're trying to get away from her, and you just
yeah. When you've got the slowest walking dog in the world, it's very difficult. She just wants to go to sleep on the pavement. You can't get away from people. You have to go, come on, Bonnie, come on. I was trying to drag her, but she was having none of it. And because Susie knows I'm on half term because I'm working in a school, she knows I ain't got anywhere to be. So it was like, yabba. No, it was great to see her. I haven't seen her for a while. I haven't seen her since my last Sunday lunch.
So, well, I will say, right, I thought me dancing to the Macarena when we found out what it was about is, was a bit upset. But Face used to sell tapes in Lanzarote with that on, and he made a fortune from it. So not only was everyone dancing in this bloke's face, but Face himself was making loads of money from this bloke's unfortunate encounter with his girlfriend.
Slapper of a missus.
You said that, not me.
You were like, Face was like his almost his tape pimp, his cassette pimp, her cassette pimp, weren't your Face? It's like making money out of the poor bloke. The world's dancing at him, and you're robbing him blind from any royalties he could have got from her.
Yeah, and taking 100% of the royalties, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Tess Louise on this one. I must have been drunk. The only words I ever heard were "a Macarena" with you on that one. That's all I ever heard as well.
Don't you worry about my boyfriend. Boyfriend's name is Vicarino. I don't want him. Can't stand him. No?
It's just mad. It's like, you aren't that bloke, are you, Scott?
I hope not. I might be without even realising.
Is that why you've now gone to Amsterdam to in your red room?
Yeah. But at the time that came out, I was 9. So if I am that guy, then that woman needs to be questioned.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
So,
yeah, she needs to be questioned.
Face says, Clive Dunn's granddad is about granddads. We've not had a Clive Dunn mention for a while, have we?
We haven't had Clive Dunn for mention for a while. I'm expecting that to be Face's lockdown song when I do my last Sunday show in a couple of 3 weeks.
Went 3 weeks, is it now?
May the 2nd is the last Sunday morning show, and I've asked people, if anybody's on here that hasn't heard, if they would like to just give me one song with a story that sums up or reminds them of the lockdown.
Oh, okay. First one that springs to mind is It's the End of the World and We Know It by R.E.M.
Yeah, it's got to be one song. It's got to mean something. And May the 2nd, I'll be playing them. So between now and then, if people do listen to the show and they'd like me to play a song with a little bit of a story of why, you can have one tune. Linda Woods likes you singing.
Well, again, just a man of many talents.
You are. It's too substitute. By the way, Linda, I don't know whether you were on earlier. RWS, I don't think she was on earlier. Scott's, he hasn't got the T-shirt tonight. There is no T-shirt unveiling. Face, I know you'll be disappointed. You can see it in his face. He knows he's let you down. It's a sad day, to be honest, because we've been doing so well so far. We've gone from 4 watchers to 7. and I feel we could be dropping back down to 4 again because it has become the only reason I turn up as well now. To be fair, so we've got no t-shirts now because Scott is in Amsterdam interviewing for a burlesque show as we speak, as you can see from his red lit room.
Yeah. Just on that note, though, it is going really well so far. I've made it through to the final stages.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
will you get a summer out of it, do you think?
I think so, mate. I mean, they seem really impressed with what I've got to offer. So yeah, I think this summer could be my year.
Do you think you could be the lead, or will you just be one of the chorus boys?
I won't be anything but the lead, mate. Yeah. I never like to be in the background. I'm foreground or nothing.
I don't know why. I just got this picture which I don't like. I don't know if I'll be able to get rid of it.
Oh, well, while you're trying your best there, I mean, RWS is a bit upset, I think. Although I'm missing the emoji from that, I think. Linda's got a crying emoji. Sorry, Linda. Oh no, RWS, she's done it. She's done it to me.
What's she done?
I'm not angry.
Oh,
very that's the worst thing you can say. I'm not angry. Just disappointed.
It is. Disappointed is the worst word you can say to a bloke.
But she's not only just gone for disappointed. Put the word "very" in front of it.
I mean, to be fair, like that is. You'd rather she was angry, wouldn't you?
I mean, I would. If I was angry, I just feel like I've upset a little bit, but very disappointed.
Yeah, I think with anger, you can tend to get over it in 24 hours. With the disappointment, that's there for years now.
I'm not sure I can come back from that.
Up and harped on about, eh?
I'm not sure I can come back from it.
Scott, you're getting more and more into this girly burlesque thing. The more you tuck your hands into your jumper as well now. I'm beginning... You've got your snood on and you got your hands tucked in your sleeves like you proper. I've got to go in a minute because I've got to dance.
Yeah, well, I've got to stay in character, I've got to stay in the mode. If walk in tomorrow and I start like going in all manly like I used to. All right, ladies, how's it going? All right.
I'm going to see a spectator. Why would you go in as a Cockney?
I mean, the best thing about that was that you got that I was trying to be a Cockney. So, like, I'm actually quite pleased that, that came across as what I wanted it to be. I'll take a win from that.
Why would you go and audition at a burlesque show as Danny Dyer? All right, lads, give me them strap on in. I'm all right with this, son. Get me some straps. You got a little blue one? I like a little blue one last week. Yeah. It's all kicking off here. I'm seeing myself.
That's just my impression of like a proper lad is like a Cockney.
Yeah. I saw it. It was good, mate. It was good. It didn't seem to go with the burlesque interview. But, hey, you never know. Could be a strange place. Good evening, John. I think I said that, didn't I?
You can never say good evening, John, too many times. Good evening, John.
Yeah, no, you can't. Yeah, you can never say good evening, John. Face made a fortune off Wigfield Saturday night. Now I know that song. Saturday night. Yeah, I know that one. Don't know the dance though. Tapes, £5 each for a tape.
Now when he was making a fortune back in the day, 96, £5 was a lot.
What was the name of the tapes?
Cassettes.
Yeah, no. But there was like you had to buy the good ones, didn't you? What were they? There was like B Max, B. You had the cheap ones that you get like 5 for a pack. Face might know. You get so. Can anybody before Scott Googles it? Then there's a question for you. What was the name of the tapes that you used to buy? Because you used to have crap ones. And then you could buy, or if you got the B, I'm sure it was a B. Have you got the B Max tapes? You had to have them that had like a sticker on, and they were labelled tape, so to speak. I mean, if you got some money.
I should know if he was selling them at like £5 a pop.
Yeah, no, you'd probably buy them. Yeah, not the album name. There was the tapes had a name, didn't they? Like like you can buy Parker pens. You had a tape. That was like
you're on about like the company that made the tapes.
Yeah, like the company made them. There was I always remember you'd buy cheap tapes. There we go. So that sort of thing, like Maxwell. That's right, Susie. That sort of thing. But I don't. Maxwell isn't the one that springs to mind. But that's what I mean. Yeah, I'm sure there was one that began with a B. And if you ever bought tapes, you might say if you put it on a dinner tape, it'd be crap if you ain't. Just for your Ford Escort stereo that chewed them up anyway.
I'll be honest, man. I mean, for me,
TK test, yeah, it was. But there was one. I'm not talking rubbish, am I? There was a couple of names you had to have the better tape. Don't know what the difference was, but they used to get chewed up in the escort anyway. Better Maz. I'm sure it began with a B, Lou. That's my head's going.
Right, okay, no, I think I know what you're on about. So the B was nothing to do with the name, but the box did have a big B on the front of it. And the cassette was TDK. Yes,
TDK. That's right. We've got that somewhere. Someone said that, haven't they? Tess Louise, she's gone with TK. So that's it, Tess. TDK. That's it. There we go. VHS or Betamax was videos, Susie. You know, the ones that you got them stuck in. For us blokes out there, they got stuck in the video. Your mum and dad put the key in the front door, and it was like, eject really quick. And you panic, and it wouldn't eject, and then you'd have to keep them at the lounge until you could get that video out the machine.
Why would you do that? I mean, why would you try and get the film out quickly? And
my mum and dad hated Rocky. It was not.
Okay. Yeah. They
Yeah.
didn't like the violence. Yeah, okay.
They didn't like the anger. Yeah, the anger and the running. They didn't like Town Hall steps. They didn't like that, so they didn't like him running up down the steps.
Right, I've completely lost where we are now.
Tess wants to know what she's won because she doesn't think you've ever seen a tape cassette because you're a DJ, so you're a scratcher.
I've seen a cassette once.
There you go. Yep. So, Tess, you can have Scott's next T-shirt that he reveals next week.
Does that mean I'll have to do it topless then because I won't have a T-shirt anymore?
Yeah, you'll have to do it topless because you won't have a T-shirt. Yeah.
Cool. No, but I think the first song that I ever bought was on a cassette.
Single.
Yeah.
What was it?
It was from the Out There Brothers, Don't Stop.
Oh, yeah. I know that one.
Don't stop moving, baby. You're the one that drives me.
Oh, no, get that one.
Wiggle, wiggle.
No.
Wiggle, don't stop. It was like, listen to it now. It's like not even that great, but like, you know, when you're a kid, you just like a song because it's weird.
Is it you singing that then? That's made me think because the songs I was brought up on were bands. So, you know, guitars, drums, bands, the Jam and all that sort of thing, free, you know, just good bands. Yeah. The songs you probably grew up on were shit computerized stuff, weren't they?
More or less, a lot of them were. Yeah. I mean, there were some bands around at the time, but even the stuff that was played was most would have been generated through a computer at some point.
Yeah, exactly. So I grew up, but somebody said the other day, I saw it on Twitter or something. Somebody said that talking about 1990 is now like listening to your dad talking about 1960 in 1990. And I was like, oh my God, that's horrendous. That's horrendous.
It is. You get into that thing now. It's like, I still see it as like modern, like the stuff I used to listen to.
Yeah.
But like, obviously, like kids growing up, they see that as like the past, like.
Yeah, years ago. There was a war when it World War.
Rubbish. I mean,
see, look at that. Look at that, Scott. Tess Louise thought you were too young to know what a cassette was.
So I do look young. I only look 19, but I am a bit older than that. I'm 22. So
Paul Hardcastle in it, 19. Good old Tess.
Forever 19. I know. I did like that from Tess. Though.
I screen print that, mate, and print it out on a certificate or frame or something.
Hang on, we'll do this. Why not?
There you go. Screen print it.
So let me get a little. There we go. Little smile over there.
19 plus VAT.
Pretty much, yeah.
That'd be £22.80, wouldn't it? £22.60.
Is that good maths for you?
20. You'd be 22 and a half. I think, if I remember, if less VAT's gone up, I don't know. Good one, 19 plus VAT. Face grew up on glam rock. Linda's still got a hippie vinyl record in the 60s. Do they still play, Linda? Have you got anything to play them on?
Yeah, but we got loads of vinyl at our house.
Yeah, I've got my mum and dad's vinyl as well. I love it. 60s vinyl, singles, Columbia and Paramount and
Columbia,
yeah, Decca and all that. Yeah, I've got loads of them in a box downstairs. Funnily enough, been playing them lately.
I've got the First Ever Now album on vinyl somewhere.
Have you?
It's just called Now. That's what I call music back then.
Yeah, it's called Now. They've dropped all that bit, haven't
Yeah, it's just like no.
Do you know what that is though? Because it ain't called music anymore. It's because it's crap.
To be fair, I agree with you on that side, but they get slag off the 90s like Steps and stuff like that and Tragedy.
Linda's record still played. Do you still play them, Linda? Have you got a record player, have you? Or a turntable, as they call in the professional world, I believe.
Vinyl is coming back, isn't it? You can actually get like, if you go to like specialist vinyl shops now, you can get a lot of like up-to-date music on vinyl now.
Yeah, but they're really, I mean, Agis, who comes on our Sunday morning show, he's a record dealer. He's living in Spain at the minute because he can't come back. He lives in Spain anyway, but he can't come back at the moment. But he's got loads of records. I've just bought a load off him, to be fair. But you buy new, and you're like, you go in like HMV and buy a new vinyl or a remastered vinyl. They're like 30 quid.
Yes.
It's
not looking back in your day, mate. You used to be like 50p for 3.
No, like vinyls were like, I think probably $3.99-ish. Singles were like 70 pence. But yeah, I mean, a vinyl now, I mean, my lad bought Liam Gallagher's on vinyl, and that was cost something like 27 quid. I've just bought some off Haggis, to be fair, but second-hand ones, obviously. The only new one I bought was Catfish and the Bottlemen. It's a really good album. But yeah, I bought some second-hand ones, I think.
Oh, well, Tess brought her first vinyl with Rhythm is a Dancer by Snap. Rhythm is a dancer. It's the sort of pen.
Yeah, on her Alba. That's that. I had an Alba stack without the tape at the bottom that was the clunk. You had to slam it shut, and it took a week to open. Radio and record player on the top. I had an Alba one as well. Yeah, stylophone. I've got a stylophone somewhere. Or has my brother got it? Yeah, we got them in the box still. Still got one of them.
Nah, too young for that one, mate.
Yeah, if I can get that, I'll bring it on the show. I think my son's got it. My brother. John Deacon said the old records. I've just bought a new turntable and it's got 33 and 45 on it.
Well, yeah, because if you had like a big album or a small one, you had to change the speed, didn't you?
Yeah. I've just sold my dance it. I had a dance it, which you could stack the singles on, and then they all fell down one at a time. You could stack them up. I've just sold that because it was a 60s thing, and I bought a bit of a modern one.
So yeah, quite a lot of love for vinyl.
Yeah, to be fair, and I'll go on a bit of a serious note, I haven't played vinyl for many, many years because the dance it I had wasn't great, so I didn't have it, and I literally sold it a couple of weeks ago. So I treated myself to a preamp and some speakers from a guy in Kiddie, and then I bought a turntable the other week. The difference between listening to an album on vinyl and listening to it digitally like Spotify, it's incredible. It's almost like it's a different ambience. It's quite weird. It took me ages to explain it to somebody, and then somebody explained it to me as a record collector, and he said it's like having a Chinese at home or having a Chinese in a posh restaurant, exactly the same food. It's just that different ambience. It's really weird because you just put a record on. It's just something about the sound that you get that's completely warming compared to having the same album on, through your Bluetooth on Spotify or whatever. It was quite surprising for me.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Face used to DJ on vinyl.
There you go. No, Face is so small, he used to stand in the middle and run round. It was like it was like a treadmill, Face, because he's only little. He's only about this big, and he used to stand in the middle, and he was like the DJ's runner. He used to run around the label to get it to spin.
See, I'm going to admit something now, right? This just came to my head when you said about that. Was when I was younger, I remember my dad saying that he was going to sign us up to put me and my brother in Beavers, and I remember coming back getting into the car saying, "Yeah, I've signed them up. Then they're now on the record." And for weeks, I was panicking, thinking that I was literally going to be put onto a record and just go round.
How old were you?
I was 22, mate. Now I was Beavers? I was probably like 6 or 7.
My goodness.
I don't know, but I remember sat in the car and I was just like, well, this is really weird. I don't want to be on a record. I was thinking, yeah, it's a big record if it's got me and my brother on it.
You didn't think you were going to be recorded. You thought you were actually going to sit on it or stand on it.
Well, I thought you just meant that we just put on the record. Wait. I don't know. I was a kid. Like these things
Yeah,
happen.
that's fair enough. We all had some weird things when I was a kid. I always thought I could be a polar bear when I got older. And I also thought that you changed your name when you got to a certain name because I'd never heard any old people called Andrew. So I thought you got to, like, say, 40 or 50 and changed it to Harry or Henry or Alfred or something. You had to change it because I'd never heard anybody have a Grandad Andrew.
So when people said, like, oh, that's an old man's name, you generally thought it was just an old man's name.
Yeah. I thought you could. I loved polar bears, still do, and I always thought you could turn into a polar bear. But my biggest thing was I thought you changed your name when you're older because I'd never heard of a Grandad Andrew or a Grandad Scott, for example, or anything. You never heard of them, did you?
No. I don't want to touch on the polar bear thing. Is one, never let go of your dreams, mate. Never give up on your dreams. And I'll encourage you to. Yeah, that's it, mate. You know what I mean? I think you're closer than you think.
I think I am.
But my next question is, why a polar bear? Why did you want to be a polar bear?
I have this long-term, forever love of, not in any deep, I know shitloads about it, just in a picturesque way, love of the Arctic / Antarctic.
Right.
Just cold. I absolutely have this. It just fascinates me, and I love the cold as well. Weirdly, so I'm not a summer lover, but and obviously polar bears come with that. And I think as they've become more and more extinct, and that they've become more and more embedded into my sadness of the world. But yeah, I don't know why I've just always had this thing about the Antarctica in a picturesque way rather than a scientific way.
Okay. You probably won't want to watch Lost.
Yeah, and I look at the faces. I've had a thing about mints as well, mints and foxes.
Did you actually?
No, we said about the foxes glacier.
Yeah. And it's just, to be fair, it's just clicked in my head, and I was like, oh, yeah, for asking that question. But
no, yeah, still got a thing about polar bears and that area of the world. Fascinating.
No, but just don't watch the TV series Lost.
No, I unless it's got David Attenborough, and I don't watch a lot, to be honest.
No, they shoot a polar bear, mate.
They what?
They shoot a polar bear.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need to see that.
No, you don't need to see. I know they're struggling on their own. They don't need shooting. They're struggling as it is. But anyway, serious note. Small talk.
So one thing I do want to say is where we're come to the last 20 minutes, and the people again a bit like antsy, or is it antsy? Is that a word? Because they want Andy recommends.
Okay, give me a minute because I have to go and fetch part of the recommendation. I'll be about 30 seconds, 20 seconds max. So
you go and get that. But I want to ask the question is, what do you think Andy's getting to recommend? It's something he obviously couldn't have with him earlier, but he's going to get it now. What could it be? Back at your thoughts in the comments. But are you excited also for Andy recommends? I'm pretty excited about Andy recommends. There's been some great products, some great recommendations coming up. I mean, he was going to recommend me at one point and he didn't, so I don't think he could find any good things to say about me. But what's everyone thinking of what we're going for today?
I mean, I am going to do one for you, Scott, but I want to get yours right. I can't blame you. I can't blame yours.
We've got some suggestions that are coming in. So Richard Farlow thinks you're going to be in a polar bear suit.
Yeah, good effort, Rich. Good effort. Like that.
Yeah. Face thinks you're a Durex super sensitive novelist. Linda Wood says something in the fridge. Oh, not a bad shout from Linda. That could be why you couldn't have it earlier. Right, Andy, it's time for Andy Recommends. Coming live to You Matter Chat Show.
Here it is.
Oh, Linda was right. It was probably more of a freezer, but I'll give it that.
It's a mini Viennetta, despite what it says on there, ice cream on a stick. Now, my favourite ice cream in the world is Viennetta, apart from Neapolitan. Neapolitan is a standard, but as a treat, because they're a quid, as a treat for a quid, I have Neapolitan. I do love a Viennetta, as many people do. So these, my daughter kindly brought some the other day from Aldi, new at Aldi. These are Viennettas, despite what it says on the mini Viennese. on a stick. And I have one here to unwrap live. Just let me read some of the stuff on the back, though. It's specially produced for Aldi in Ireland. You can widely recycle the carton, but you can't widely recycle the plastic. So that ain't doing my polar bears no favour. It's got milk, soya, and milk powder in it, for any of you got an allergy. This particular one is strawberry. I do believe that other flavours are available. You can see on the box there, 83 calories per ice cream. Today I've had 3. This gives me as an excuse to have 4. So here we go. I'm going to open it. Obviously, like many, I'll always find which is the stick end. A lot of air in the package. Protection, good protection. Package. I think they're only £1 for 5. Well worth yourself a little treat. I think they do them in Iceland as well. Not the country, the shop. Might even do them in Heron Foods. Other freezer places are available, obviously. So I found the stick. It's this end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it this end. Easy to rip wrapper. When you're in a rush for an ice cream, you want to have an easy to rip wrapper. It's important. You can make it. The great thing about these is the surprise. Not like a Kinder Egg surprise, just a surprise. So I can get out the wrapper nicely. Look at that. They've even got the tray on the bottom, but the tray is chocolate. Look at that. Look at that. Very subtle layer of chocolate on the top. Not quite finished off there. Hence £1, I imagine. Probably been licked by Lisa on the cashier or something. Nice layer of strawberry. Nice layer of strawberry there. You can just see that in a pinky way. My lighting's not very good. And then the vanilla on the bottom is covered in the chocolate. If I show it the other way around as well. Very uneven. Probably why they're cheap. But you've got the strawberry on the top. You've got the vanilla. And then you've got the chocolate tray. I ought to do that on real Viennettas, the chocolate tray. I ought to make the tray of chocolate. And a slide top. Stick. Pretty standard. Wooden. I would say flammable. So don't eat these by a fire. Just in case you don't want your eyebrows or your stick going up there. I'm going to take a bite now for the 4th time today, just to let you know how I feel about it. They aren't a big lolly, so there's not many bites in them, so I will be delicate. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm getting the strawberry very kicking in the back there at the palate. Yep. Bit of chocolate gone in the filling. Yeah, you've got to have the chocolate in the filling because you'll find that later. That lovely rich darkness of that chocolate. The cold, I've kept these probably at the ambient temperature by the feel of it. Perfect for a summer evening like tonight when you don't maybe want to go to the pub like me. You can have yourself a Viennetta evening. And second bite doesn't disappoint either. So I've got to say, mini Viennese, as they're called on here, but we all know they're Viennettas in disguise. Strawberry, 83 calories. I think they're £1 a box. They're new to Aldi, as stated on the box. I'm new. 5 packs in the back. I've got 2 boxes. One's nearly gone. Anyway, there you go. Treat yourself to some Viennese ice cream. Viennetta on a stick.
I'm tempted to go down to the shop downstairs and see if they've got some of them in. That looks like it's kind of like a dream that's come true.
Mate, yeah. They're second to none. Second to none. Brain freeze free as well, according to the box. Please drink ice cream. Please eat ice cream responsibly as well. If you're driving, be careful.
If they're brain freeze compatible, that's great because I'm a big sufferer of brain freeze.
Yeah. Well, I've been working this afternoon on my stuff here because I'm off work. I've been working on my own stuff. I've just found another stick up here, so I've obviously had 2 while I've been sat up here, and I know I've had 1 downstairs, so I've at least had 3 today. They're just too moreish, and there's not enough of it, so you tend to eat lots of them. But for £1, who cares? 20p each.
So Lou says you should be on TV. I think we've discussed this before, haven't we? That you should have a slot on QVC selling stuff.
I should. Perhaps I should apply for some work. I'll have a look on their website tomorrow, see if they've got any jobs going.
You could sell people stuff and then give them a motivational
I could
be like, this is this chest of drawers. It's got this and that and that. It's a lovely finish. Blah blah blah. Also, and then just like give them a little bit of a quote.
Yeah, nice. I could do that. I was loading some videos on today, funny enough, Scott, and I can't believe how much I've changed physically. Some of the early ones, I didn't have a beard. I look like you. I didn't have a beard, didn't have no hair, no nothing. And over as I've been loading these videos on, I've just steadily changed into a different person. Quite interesting, really.
So there you go. You can
get yourself some Tesla Louise. I think they do the mint one as well. Can't be sure. So don't make a special trip to Aldi on my say so, but certainly make a special trip for the strawberry. But they will sell out quick, I believe.
They will now. Now you've sold it to everyone, mate.
Now put it out there.
Again, get a commission.
I will. I should make it.
Here we go. John's in with the ice lollies. If you like ice lollies, Iceland have a fab new range.
There's only one fab, John. There's only one fab, and that's the one with the little bits on, John. There can't be a range of fabs. It has to be just the fab with the little bits on. And we're going back down the Welsh route here, aren't we? I can feel this. They'll be having their own fab, PHAB or something like that. It'll be, won't it? It's the ice cream with the bits on is the fab. But I can't be bothered to go to town. There's nothing else in there, is there? Oh, Mark.
Oh no! I mean, I better place my order for a takeaway very shortly. I'm thinking now I'm gonna have to go somewhere that's got Viennetta.
You're gonna have to get a Viennetta Ubered in. Mark's got Viennetta mint, nice. And how many? I know it says on the box serve 7. How many slices do you get of a Viennetta, Mark? I get 2 slices out of a Viennetta. They're not very economical for me. It says it slices 7 times, and I'm like, no, mine's only got 1 marking down the middle.
Straight down the middle. 1
for tomorrow, 1 for tomorrow.
John says flumps lollies are cool.
Okay. I'm liking that idea. Flump lolly. Is that like the marshmallow things, the flumps, or is it like a little curly brown thing with a woolly hat on?
I've no idea. But I'm thinking that we could, John, could you not have a word with your manager, try and get some of these Viennettas on the stick in? Yeah.
Where's John work?
Iceland.
John, you need to get us some stuff so that we can do some reviews, some recommendations for why you should shop at Iceland.
But moms shop at Iceland.
Well, moms do shop at Iceland. Yeah, we're not allowed in there. I went in there. I tried to get in there twice and they wouldn't let me.
No. Well, see, I managed to go in because I was wearing my burlesque outfit.
You look good in a burlesque outfit as well. I must admit, it'd be great to see that in big picture. So, John, get us some stuff. See if you've got any throwaway secondhand stuff that gets thrown away at the end of its sell by. Don't sell it. Dip it round to Scott and we'll use that. John Reed, what's all this then? Never seen this before, John. This is the place where things get shown to the world. Elon Musk's coming on next week with his latest car. Mint Viennetta strawberry on a stick. On a stick, John. Classic. Rewind. Tesla Louise loves the flumps. We all loved the flumps, didn't we? I can't remember the music.
Are we on about the flumps and not the flumps Icelanders? Like, I'm getting confused what flumps we're talking about.
Well, she loved the flumps. You'll have to Google a picture of the flumps if you don't know what they are, Scott. They were a little cartoon, not cartoon. They were like a puppet thing when we were kids. The flumps they had a great thing tune, and they were all just like little 4 balls of fur with legs, and one had a woolly hat on. Benzo, Paul Birch, Benzo, man of my youth. As regards the Welsh theme, you have an apt surname. My surname is Liac, actually, Benzo. I'm nowhere near Welsh. It's Liac, okay? It is leak. Yeah, it is leak. It is very apt, isn't it? Leak.
But yeah, I've just looked at the flumps. They're weird looking things, aren't they?
Yeah, it's like the flumps marshmallows. John's confirming. Andy, come and visit us. There we go. They obviously want me to open their store for them. You got a ribbon? Do you need a ribbon, John? Do you want me to bring my own scissors? Do you want to bring my own scissors, John? Have we got some? I'll get some from the B&M round the corner. I'll get some scissors and we'll do an store opening. Yeah. I'll smash a bottle at your window. Somebody's probably already done that. Just cut it in half. Mark, you're right.
Just to go to John, how often do you do this? We have the show every Monday from 7:30 to 8:30, where we just come on and we just talk a load of nonsense. Andy always does a bit of a recommend each week where he picks an object and recommends it to you, or sometimes doesn't recommend it. And then we just basically enjoy chatting to everybody in the comments. So if you've got anything you want to talk about, anything you want to say, just put it in there, and we'll talk about anything. I mean, we have done it in the past, really. Just spoke about everything and anything.
Scott generally does a striptease because he has a fancy T-shirt with a slogan on. Normally, he can't tonight because he's working away, so he hasn't done that. We just talk about everything except politics or religion. John, we try to keep it non-emotive. We have some fun. We have some banter. We've had some guests, haven't we? We've had Russ Penn, the Kidderminster Harriers manager. We interviewed him about a month ago.
Yeah,
that was a great interview. We talked really openly about not hardcore football, just general with the situation with COVID for Kiddie Harriers and what they do in the community. That was a nice, fun interview. I think even non-football fans enjoyed that. And then 2 weeks ago, we had Luke Woodhouse, who's a local lad that's a professional darts player. And he gave us some great insights into some of the behind-the-scenes stuff on that goes on in darts and how they do things that we don't get to see on the telly. So we just try to get some fun out of it, John, and it's all good fun. So again, if you know anybody that's done all right, doing okay, then we could interview them as well because we have some fun with that as well. It's all good times.
Yeah, that's it. Get anybody you want on, and we'll chat to them, promote them, and get loads of information out of them. Yes, John, we're normally from Kidderminster. I'm not at the moment, but yeah, myself and Andy are both Kidderminster-based people. So it all basically stems from 2 pages as well. So we've got the UMATCHA Wire Forest mental health page, and then Andy's got his Awesome Together page as well. 2 very different groups on Facebook, but both provide great insights for people who's looking for motivation, looking to talk to people about mental health issues. I mean, Andy, some of the stuff you put on, you're Awesome Together. A lot of, again, like motivational quotes, a lot of sort of insights into thinking, ways of thinking.
Yeah. UMATTR is very much it's a prescribed group. UMATTR. It's run by people like Susie Griffiths and Scott's an admin. I think you're an admin on there, aren't you, Scott? Or I'm on the wrong. Yeah, Susie Griffiths, who's in the chat there. It's a prescribed group, so a lot of medical health support in there from a professional point of view. Awesome Together, I set up there in May, 2nd of May, as it happens. 2020 is more of a peer-to-peer support group, no medical advice, but we're just very supportive people. Awesome Together is more about moving forward and looking to the future and motivating yourself to get improve your life and mindset more so. You get yourself into a positive mindset way of thinking permanently. So they complement each other's 2 groups, so that's how that works.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks again, John, for joining us. However you came across it, hopefully you'll join us every Monday. Instead of just like hearting this and spread the word, people. I mean, me and Andy were saying this the other day that we don't really ask to promote much, but yeah, if you like the show, give it a share. If you join us next week, share the live stream. Get as many people involved. The more people we can get in, the more stories we can hear. So John, is part of a group that works inside prisons to reduce loneliness and social isolation, and they're both to do with mental health. Which, yeah, fantastic. It's good to hear stuff like that. But this, with the show, we do just try and do it from the light-hearted side. We have a lot of the stuff on the pages during the week, and this is just us trying to bring a bit of fun back to people. And hopefully that's what we do.
Yeah, hopefully we do. Hopefully we'll be able to maintain it. I know the world's opening back up again, but hopefully we'll still have our place in it on a Monday evening.
I should hope so. I mean, hopefully people aren't going to throw us aside for a few beers.
No, on a Monday night, yeah.
But take your phone or your laptops to the pub with you if you go. Sit in a beer garden. Put us on.
Sticks on the big screen when there's no football on, yeah.
Well, or when there's football on, I mean,
Or instead of the football, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not fussed what we're replacing.
No.
As long as we're up there. But it is coming to the end of the show, so very shortly we're going to have to say goodbye. So if you've got anything that you do want to talk about or mention or get a shout out or anything, just pop it in the comments. And we'll give you a quick shout out. Or if you want us to like take the mick out of someone, we can do that as well. I'm sure, why not? Any birthdays?
Yeah, birthdays was good. Yeah, I know there's a few about. Mine's coming up shortly as well.
Well, you have to get it in, didn't you? You have to drop it in. It's all about Andy League.
It is all about Andy League. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I was actually going to be a bit selfish then, Scott. John just mentioned something, and I'm not sure what CIC is that works inside prisons to reduce loneliness and social isolation. John, being open and honest, if you know of any vacancies of in that type of world potential, then please get in touch with myself, Andy Leak, on Facebook, or I'll message you my details anyway because I can see your email there and ask you if you've already gone. Anyway, just being a bit selfish. Sorry about that, folks.
Hey, I think the time you give up every Monday for someone, we can give you 30 seconds to self-promote yourself.
Cheers, mate.
But I think John, I'm not sure if he's left yet, but he did have to shoot. So, again, thanks for joining us and thanks for your inputs. Linda says, thanks for another great show. I think that was mainly down to myself. Andy's been all right, but...
Yeah, it is you. Yeah. And the ice cream. I think the ice cream swung it.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the only problem with ice cream is I think we lost loads of viewers because everybody just went to Aldi to get themselves some.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for joining us.
Yeah, Tess Louise's birthday on Louise. If you want some songs on my Sunday show and you're going to be awake, if you're not hammered all weekend, then by all means, Tess, send us some requests, message me some requests for Sunday show, and you can have 15 minutes of Tess's birthday.
Yeah, and if you want to do something on your birthday, I've got a quiz on Friday night. But we've got a special guest joining on Friday night. Paul Sinner from The Chase will be sitting on the quiz to see if you can beat The Chaser. So
they're great quizzes as well. Great fun. Really enjoy them.
So Andy, will you be playing on Friday against The Chaser?
I'm guessing so, yes, because it's become a bit of a thing now. It's been a bit of a thing. We've even, I told you we found another woman for another night that wasn't particularly great.
Yeah.
She's actually now become a thing as well because we like just watching her. So after the first one, we're not doing it again. The second, let's just have another go. And now she's become we've got to go on her quiz as well. Yours is the professional fun. Hers is just funny. So we do that. The quiz, Tess Louise, the quiz, you just go to Scott will promote that and I'll share it as well. Worcestershire Speed Quizzing. You do it through Zoom on your computer or iPad, but you download an app on your phone to do the answers. Really simple, really easy, and it's a great bit of fun as well, to be fair.
Yeah, that's it. So just look on Facebook for Worcestershire Smartphone Quizzing, and all the details are on the events in there on how to get into the Zooms. And as Andy just said, you just download an app onto your phone. So you watch on your Zoom, and then you just answer on the phone. Most are either multiple choice questions, or you just need the first letter of the answer. So there's no spelling, no trying to get it right. It's quite simple. Just tap and go. But yeah, you can take on The Chaser this Friday, Paul Sinner.
RWS on it.
See you get on. Well, RWS is confident.
She is.
She not only is she quizzing, but she's gonna kick ass apparently.
Yes, yeah.
Right. Well, I think we're going to draw that to a close, Miss Leake. Thank you once again for joining us on the You Matter Chat Show and being my co-host every week. You certainly bring the looks to the table, so thanks for that. Tess says, I'm rubbish at quizzes, though, after the ones you used to do.
Yeah, I did used to do them.
But Andy's was hard. These are easy quizzes. Andy was
they are. It was mine was ridiculous. Make him up on the spot quizzes. Scott's a professionally done. Yeah. No, it's good fun. I decided it is really good fun, and it breaks the ice up of the week. I know it's open now, but to be honest, it is good fun. I enjoy it.
I've got to look at RWS's comment as well, because one, she's basically accused you of pressing the wrong buttons at times, but she's full name shamed you as well. If Andrew.
To be fair, she calls me that anyway, Andrew. Yeah, that's what I get called. we have got this full name thing going on. But yeah, she just blames me, but she won't take control of the buttons, so I have to press them. But then she shouts the answer out 9 times. You know when they go, it's C. You know, it's like that. It's like, what? What?
And then it comes up. And the answer was D. Oh.
Yeah, that's what we get, yeah. Anyway.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Hope everyone's had a great night. Have a great rest of your week. We'll be back next Monday from 7:30. Goodbye from myself, Scott Jones.
Goodbye from me. Ta-ra.